Welcome back, guys. Today we're doing another video for 2026 faction fleets. Today we're going over everyone's favorite, America. So American fleets as of right now, they're very interesting, I gotta say. Luckily for you guys, unlike the Russian ones, American fleets do primarily consist mostly of that faction. I know it sounds weird, but it does. Now I'll tell you guys right now, building it is very easy. So the core of these fleets these days is going to be oops, not the her. It's going to be Yorktown 2, Lexington 2, and Laffey 2. Yeah, all the twos are basically core meta these days for the USS fleets. Now after that it gets a little bit weird, and you can adjust it however you want. So there are many options here. If you guys want a really good tank, you guys can go Guam or Anchorage. If you guys want more niche tank, like some meta fights, you want like a DD tank, Eldridge is very solid right here. William D. Porter is a good solid buffer, so I like to put her in here as well. If you're doing some kind of like bursting content, Helena is solid as well too. But for the most part these days, if you want to be consistent with your damage output, you don't really need Helena. So I say something like this is perfectly fine. And then you can adjust however you guys want to. Cure Sarge can be swapped to many things here. You can do Essex. I think Essex is like I think she pulls out ahead over Enterprise. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she does. And you can run a triple carrier setup right here. Or you can just use Cure Sarge to get the air raid assistance buff, and then you get a 15% damage increase on, I think, aviation, 15% aviation across all your carriers right here for aviation damage. If you guys do not want to use Cure Stars, let's say you're using like Essex here, you gotta find somewhere in this fleet to have some kind of air raid assistance. It's gonna be kind of tricky, honestly. If you guys can tank the content, I would go ahead and kick out Guam for something like Kazagumo. To this very day, she's still meta, which is hilarious, by the way. This will probably be your only off faction character, I think. I can't think of another scenario where you want to use another faction character, but as of right now, I know for a fact Kazagumo, if you guys really want the air raid assistance, you can do this kind of setup and have like Laffey tank and do something like this. This is very viable right here when it comes to end game bossing content. So the back is always going to be USS Vanguard. Two of them most likely are going to be USS, and then that last one can be just whatever. Like if you really want to, you can do something like if we do Cure Sarge once again, just an example, and then you want to do something like Plymouth. I'll kick out Kazagumo for Plymouth. You can do this as well too. Honestly, you can kick out William D. Porter if you want to as well too. This is also a viable option, except the only issue here is that even though Plymouth is good for light armor and USS is very good for light armor and to some extent medium armor, you're only buffing up Cure Sarge right here with the 18% damage buff from Plymouth. So the big damage dealers here, which are going to be Yorktown 2 and Lexington 2, won't benefit from Plymouth. So you gotta keep that in mind. But aside from that though, they're very good for light armor content. If you guys have noticed, you pretty much only use these girls for light armor stuff. Like look at all these light armor planes I have right now. So it's different from Russian fleet. Russian, you're really good on medium armor, whereas USS, you're really good on light armor. So you're probably looking at anything that deals with anything with light armor content. So if you're doing something like torpedo, like Kimo, why don't you put in like KimoCheese or something like that? Well, it's because KimoCheese doesn't really work with this team, and she does heavy armor damage, so you really want to put her there. Like there's better options here by all means. But again, if you want to use something solid like this fleet, you guys can do that. It's very good for bossing. It probably won't clear most of the time, but it is really good for light armor. You may have to nitpick if you want to do some light armor content with this fleet, but honestly though, these days I would do something like Battleship setup for USS, but I wouldn't focus too much about that. If you guys are thinking about using a USS Battleship, now you can do USS Battleships too, but the issue is for some reason Manju just forgets that New Jersey has other classes in her in her faction as well too. Like there's who's the other one? It's been so long now. Not Montana. It's like there's like a list of New Jersey battleships. They can release another one, and then New Jersey will probably be okay again. But they're not going to. So as of right now, if you do use New Jersey, she doesn't have much of a spot to go to, mainly for waifu purposes. So for now, she is a bench warmer, but she's gonna be a good bench warmer because she has a really big booty. Also, she's a fan favorite as well too. So hopefully she'll get some updates these days with a fleet or something that would be very good for her. So until then, this is what I would consider a really good USS fleet. You can nitpick all you want, but something similar to this is how I would probably build a USS fleet. Everything is ultra rare, so keep that in mind. Not much space for SSR ships here. Probably like Helena, and that's pretty much it. But for the most part, though, I mean, Anchorage is really good too. Anchorage, Helena, some of these DDs as well too. But for the most part, though, it's mainly just these two that are really good for you. SSRs. Oh, Enterprise as well too. Yeah, you can use Enterprise. I forgot. Enterprise is okay. Oh, Calpens. Calpens for healing. I forgot. Okay, Calpens and Enterprise. But Calpens is for like other stuff. We're talking strictly for boss and content. So Enterprise here. Enterprise. All right, something like this is how I would build it. Screw it. Let's put Enterprise in here for fun. Something like that. All right. So that's all I got for the video for USS. Thank you guys for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. I can't talk. See you guys next video. Peace out.